You wake up in the morning, but something feels different. Your body doesn't respond the way it once did. The energy that used to carry you through the day now sputters out by mid-morning. The sharpness of mind, the strength in your muscles, the drive you once trusted, it all feels like it's slipping away. You wonder quietly if this is just what aging means, or if something crucial is missing. And as you think about it, a strange question lingers in your mind. What if the secret to reclaiming your energy, your performance, and your vitality isn't hidden in some miracle cure, but in 3 overlooked vitamins that most men your age ignore? You've seen it before. Men in their 60s begin to accept fatigue as normal. They laugh off their lack of stamina, hide their shortness of breath, and mask their declining drive behind jokes about getting old. But you're different. Deep inside, you know there's more to life than just waiting for the clock to tick away. What if these next years could become your strongest chapter instead of your slowest decline? The truth is, your body isn't giving up, it's asking for fuel, and that fuel may come in the form of 3 essential vitamins that act like keys, unlocking strength, clarity, and endurance you thought you'd lost forever. But before I reveal them, you need to understand why your energy is fading in the first place. Your body is a machine, finely tuned over decades of experience. But like any powerful engine, it only runs well when the right inputs are provided. As you age, those inputs become harder to process. Digestion slows, nutrient absorption weakens, and the reserves you once built in your youth start to run dry. Suddenly, the same meals you've eaten for years don't provide the same spark. The food fuels your stomach, but fails to light up your cells. This is the silent decline, an energy crisis that creeps in so quietly, you barely notice until it has already taken root. You feel tired, weaker, unfocused, yet you can't point to a single cause, and that mystery gnaws at you. But here's the uncomfortable truth. It isn't just about slowing down, it's about something more dangerous. When your body doesn't get the right nutrients, it doesn't just make you tired, it begins to break itself down. Your muscles shrink, your bones weaken, and your heart works harder just to keep pace. You may tell yourself that this is just aging, but deep down, you feel the weight of decline pressing in. It's not just physical, it's emotional. And every time you feel winded, every time you wake up sluggish, every time your motivation dips, you wonder if this is the beginning of the end. But what if it isn't? You see, your cells are screaming for help. They are begging for tools that allow them to repair, recover, and thrive. Yet those tools are slipping through your fingers because no one ever told you where to find them. Doctors rarely speak of them. Friends brush them off. And supplements stacked in stores don't tell you the truth about what actually works. But beneath all this confusion lies something startling. 3 essential vitamins, proven to restore energy, amplify performance, and rekindle vitality in men over 60. The catch? Most men never discover them until it's too late. Now imagine this. What if the very reason you feel sluggish isn't because you're old, but because you've been unknowingly starved of the very compounds your body was designed to thrive on? Imagine discovering that it wasn't age at all, it was deficiency. And once corrected, your body could rise again with the strength of decades past. Wouldn't that change everything? The answer lies in uncovering the first of the 3 vitamins. But to understand its power, you need to hear the hidden story behind it. Here's the shocking truth. The decline you've been feeling is not inevitable. It's not written in your DNA that you must grow weaker, slower, or more exhausted with each passing year. Instead, your body has been quietly running on empty, missing 3 simple vitamins that act like the ignition keys for your engine. Without them, you stall. With them, you fire back to life. The first is vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. But don't let the name fool you. This isn't just about sunlight. Vitamin D is the master regulator of energy, immunity, and testosterone levels. Without it, your bones ache, your muscles weaken, and your motivation slips into the shadows. You may not realize it, but deficiency in vitamin D is like trying to run a marathon with no shoes. You can force yourself forward, but every step will cost you. Imagine how your body would feel if this one missing spark was reignited. That nagging fatigue, that aching stiffness, they begin to fade, replaced by clarity, stamina, and drive you thought you'd lost. But here's the twist. Most men over 60 are shockingly deficient in vitamin D, even if they spend time outdoors. Why? Because your body's ability to absorb and process it weakens with age. And if this one vitamin is already slipping away, imagine what happens when the next two are missing as well. The second essential key is vitamin B12, the lifeline of your nervous system, the silent guardian of your brain, and the very fuel your red blood cells crave. Without B12, your body cannot produce enough oxygen-rich blood. And what happens when your cells are starved of oxygen? Fatigue, brain fog, weakness, a decline so subtle it feels like aging itself. But in truth, it's not age, it's suffocation. Imagine your brain firing again with sharpness, your muscles brimming with oxygen, your memory no longer failing you at crucial moments. That is the hidden power of B12. And yet, just like vitamin D, the older you get, the harder it becomes to absorb it from food. Even if you eat right, deficiency still finds you. That's why men over 60 who unlock B12 often feel as if a switch has been flipped, as though life itself has returned to their veins. But there's still one more key, and it might be the most vital of all. Vitamin K2. Almost no one talks about it, but without K2, your body mismanages calcium, sending it into your arteries instead of your bones. The result? Hardening of arteries, weaker bones, and a body that feels fragile instead of strong. But with K2, calcium is guided like a soldier on the battlefield, fortifying your bones, protecting your heart, and giving your body the foundation to stay unbreakable. Imagine walking without fear of fractures. Imagine breathing without the heavy weight of clogged arteries. Imagine knowing your heart, bones, and strength were fortified by a vitamin most men never even hear about. This is the hidden piece that transforms not just your energy, but your very future. Now step back and imagine what happens when these three vitamins, D, B12, and K2, are restored together. Suddenly, your body is no longer starved, but empowered. Your energy surges back, your muscles respond, your mind sharpens, your heart beats strong, steady, and resilient. You are no longer drifting into decline. You are rewriting the story of your own aging. But here's the deeper truth. It's not about swallowing pills, it's about reclaiming control. Every time you choose to fuel your body with what it craves, you refuse to let age dictate your destiny. You refuse to accept weakness as normal. You refuse to surrender to the slow fade of time. Because the truth is, men over 60 don't have to fade. They can rise. They can thrive. They can carry energy, performance, and vitality into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, so long as they know the keys. So the question is no longer, why am I slowing down? The real question is, what happens when I give my body what it's been missing all along? And the answer is clear. Your story doesn't end here. In fact, it's only beginning. And that's how everything changed forever.